The Owen James Report is brought to you by
NCB Capital Markets. The journey to success and a secure financial future begins with the right partner. And as that partner, NCB Capital Markets commits to providing you the right advice. Introducing NCB Cap Funds, or Unit Trust Products, Money Market Fund, Bond Fund, and Equity Fund, each designed to meet your individual needs and goals. Talk to an NCB Capital Markets Wealth Advisor today about how we can help to make your money work as hard as you do.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. The International Monetary Fund is opining that years of cheap credit have inflated corporate and sovereign debt in emerging markets that now find themselves at greater risk of capital flight if global interest rates rise further. In prepared remarks, the head of the IMF's Capital Markets Department, Jose Vinales, notes that while the IMF predicts a smooth withdrawal of monetary stimulus by the American Central Bank, the Federal Reserve's, a bumpy exit is possible. The result could be accelerated increase in interest rates, widening credit spreads, and greater volatility. Vinales opined in remarks accompanying the IMF's Global Financial Stability Report that emerging markets are especially vulnerable to a tightening in the external financial environment after a prolonged period of capital inflows, easy access to international markets, and low interest rates. Years of low interest rates in advanced economies such as the US and Germany have encouraged global investors to seek higher levels in fast-growing developing countries where the value of emerging market bonds reached $1.5 trillion by the end of last year. Transport Minister and former Finance Minister Dr. Omar Davies is suggesting that now that government paper is no longer a preferred option, retirement planning businesses such as Sagicor should invest more on infrastructure, which has a long-term horizon.
Why? Because such investments require sizable long-term commitments, which can provide predictable yields while having significant spin-off effects for economic growth. From the government's perspective, the expansion of infrastructure provides an opportunity to attract private investments, which will in turn stimulate employment and lay the basis for the expansion of other productive activities.
Dr. Davies, who played a major role in framing Jamaica's modern pensions legislation, was today addressing Sagicor's pension investment seminar dubbed Investing in Jamaica. On the foreign exchange market, the benchmark American dollar held firm at $109.69 Jamaican, whilst the Canadian dollar edged closer to the $100 Jamaican mark. The Canadian dollar and the British pound strengthened against the Jamaican currency. The Canadian dollar advanced by 15 Jamaican cents, closing at an average selling rate of $99.96. Sterling gained 21 Jamaican cents to close at $182.99. News on the Jamaican stock market now, where a 2% gain by blue chip Scotia Group was enough to trigger advances in the indices on a day when less than 2 million shares changed hands. 22 stocks traded, with 2 advancing, 7 declining, and 13 holding firm. Caribbean Producers and Scotia Group were the 2 winners. The losers included Carreras Hardware and Lumber, down 6.2%, Lasco Distributors Lime, down 6.25%, the day's big loser, NCB Group, and Sagicor Group Jamaica. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
NCB Capital Markets. Talk to an NCB Capital Markets Wealth Advisor today about how we can help to make your money work as hard as you do.